Hey everyone and welcome back. So wanted to do a quick pickups video today. I was actually not originally going to do a video today. As you can tell, I tried to comb my hair as best I could, but I actually don't have any product in my hair today. I'm actually in the middle of doing my taxes right now, and I decided to actually go ahead and record this one real quick before I go ahead and finish up my taxes. And also want to add that, as some of you know, I did get in a new computer, which has also sort of been why there's been a little bit of a gap in putting out some videos in the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to cover that actually in a separate video that should be up in the next couple days. But technically I could actually add that to this pickups video, the fact that I did get in the Apple Mac Studio for the computer, and I did get the studio display to go with it. So, but I'll get into more details that, especially now that I'm just starting to really use it. In fact, this video is actually going to be the very first video I edit using that computer. The last video I put up, the news one that had some of the Scream Factory announcements, that was the last video I ever edited on that computer. In fact, after I finished editing that video and I got it uploaded and all that, I did one final check and wiped out that computer and packed it up and took it in to trade it in. So yeah, so that was the last video done on that computer, and this will be the first one done on this computer. So yeah, so hopefully everything goes smoothly. I assume if you're watching this, then definitely everything did. But as far as pickups go, so there's going to be a couple things I've actually gotten in over the last couple weeks, and I do have one thing arriving today, which has not arrived as of this moment. I'm hoping it'll arrive, and then I'll just sort of go grab it and then basically have it at the very end of this video. And I'm sure by the shirt I'm wearing, you could probably guess what I'm waiting on. But first, I got so a couple movies, but I did actually actually bought two Neca figures. I've been sort of slowing down on some of the Neca figures because it's very easy to kind of go overboard, at least for me, for some of them. But this one, I obviously could not say no. I've been wanting to get it since it was first announced, and that is indeed the figure of the Wolfman, the Universal Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman, which is my favorite of the Universal monster films. And just real quick is a look at the packaging. So you can see there's the front, which is really cool, and there's one side, and there's the other, and there's the back with some great images of the figure. And then just open it up, and there's a nice picture right there, and we'll get some quick close-ups of the figure itself. Hopefully you can see that okay. The figure looks great. I like that it comes with 3 different heads to swap out of, as well as like the cane and some like different hands and things that you can swap out. So I always love the Neca figures because they give you so many options on how you can display their stuff. And like I said, the Wolfman is my favorite. So this was definitely, you know, I walked into Target and I saw this and I was like, oh, finally I can grab it, because I've been wanting to get this for a while. I'm not getting too many. I really want to get the American Werewolf in London one, the Kessler Wolf one. Obviously, I do want to get that one at some point, and I keep hoping to see it in a store, but I probably have to end up ordering it at some point. But I was happy to see this at Target, so definitely had to grab it. And this next one I was actually not going to get. I actually, grabbed the Wolfman and I looked at this one. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I kind of walked away and then walked back and took another look at it, and I was like, no, I can't. And then I walked away, and I was like, went back and decided to grab it, and that is indeed the Evil Dead Ash from the first Evil Dead film. So real quick, here's a look at the box. Obviously the front with the original poster artwork, and there's one side, there's Ash, and there's the other side, nice alternate, and then finally the back right there. And let's open it up. Again, sort of this nice classic image. Is a great promo shot from the original Evil Dead of Ash in this, so I actually like that you can actually mimic that with the figure. Just some close-up shots of the figure. Again, another thing, it comes with so many accessories, some swap out heads, hands, obviously it's got the chainsaw and the lamp and the axe. And the thing that actually, I think, sold me on it, and this is going to sound kind of stupid, but the thing that actually made me really kept going back, because I was like, that's cool, but it's like, oh man, I don't need it. Like, I already have like an Evil Dead 2 Ash that's just sitting in a box. I have an Evil Dead statue, which I still need to set up and will be in this room at some point, for the love of God. Because I've had that thing forever just sitting in a box. I'll get to that in another video. But the thing that actually sold me on this is the fact, which hopefully you can see that down in the corner, it comes with the tape deck. I don't know why, but for some reason when I saw that, I was like, that I had images in my head of like different ways to actually set it up, and the fact that it actually came with the tape deck was actually the thing that really sort of made me go back and be like, you know what, actually I do want to pick this up. So kind of weird that that was the selling point for me. All right, so now we get to the movies. So first up, I took advantage of a Warner Archive sale. I haven't actually gotten any in a while. And obviously it was a sale going on, so I decided to grab a couple of them meaning to get. So I'm going to go through them real quick. So first one is a film I've not seen in like forever and a day, and I decided to go ahead and grab it. And that is the film Pump Up the Volume. And there's the front, and just there's the back. I don't think it actually has any extras, if I remember correctly. And just the disc. And ooh, straight it out, straight it out. This is a really cool film. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit dated now because it, has to do with radio and everything. But honestly, if you applied that to like a podcast or something, I know it sort of eliminates one aspect of the film that technically he wouldn't have to worry about. But I think the sort of the basic idea, I think, is still kind of prevalent today. And it's a really underrated film. So I was happy to actually pick that up. Next two are comedies. First one is the Bill Murray film Quick Change, which is also the film he directed. There's the front and there's the back, the disc inside. Again, I don't think any of these really have extras on them. And then a different kind of comedy, more over-the-top one. One Crazy Summer, and there's the front, and there's the back. And this one actually does have a couple extras on it. I think it's got a commentary track with Curtis Armstrong, Bobcat Goldthwait, and the director, Savage Steve Holland, and the trailer. And he's the guy who also made Better Off Dead as well. If you've never seen One Crazy Summer and you love Better Off Dead, I think you might enjoy this one. And then finally, I got Action Jackson, and there's the front, and there's the back. And again, no extras on this, but I was like, I haven't seen this. Another one, I haven't seen it forever, and actually literally just watched it last night. And like, this thing is a blast. I mean, it's, it's over the top, but it's a lot of fun. And I was surprised by how many actors are in this film, because when was this made? Like late 80s or something. So a lot of the bad guys that you see in other films, not even bad guys, but just other actors from other films around that time, like Die Hard and Predator. Miguel Nunez has a small role in this. Like, there's a lot of great actors that show up in small roles in this. I was like, look, there's that guy, So happy to pick that up. So those are the Warner Archive ones. And the next one is I got some stuff from the Kino sale, one of the Kino sales, which might still be going on, actually. So I grabbed a couple stuff from them. So first up, is actually technically not one, but one they're selling, and it was on sale. And that is The Old Dark House with Boris Karloff. There's the front, and there is the back. And just there's the disc inside real quick. So this is a really good atmospheric film. I saw it the first time at a film event like a long time ago, and I was actually surprised. I don't think it had been on video, at least not at the time. So when they did a restoration of it just a couple years ago, this is one of those that's been on like my Amazon like wish list for a while, and then I finally was just like, oh, you know what? I saw it during the sale, the Kino sale, and I was like, I'm finally gonna grab it. I don't know why, but for some reason this movie popped in my head not too long ago, and I was just like, I don't think I ever picked that up. And then I saw it during the sale. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. And that's the film Desperately Seeking Susan. I think it was like the first movie Madonna had ever been in. So there's the front. And there's the back, and it does actually have a couple of extras. Let's see, commentary by the producers. I don't know if that includes Susan Seidelman or not. The original and alternate ending, interesting, as well as the trailer. And another comedy that I picked up. That's the movie The Wildlife, and there's the front of the Blu-ray, and there's the back. Again, another one that does actually come with some extras. Yeah, it's got a commentary track, and it also has an interview with actor Ian Mitchell-Smith, who was also in Weird Science, which this is obviously an earlier film from like 2 years before Weird Science, I think it was. I think it was like, what, 83, 84. Okay, so like a year before Weird Science. But it's actually written by Cameron Crowe, so he must have just come off of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, because what was that, like 82, I think. Now this is not like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I think it was obvious that they were trying to kind of mimic it in some ways, but it's kind of a different film, even though it does have to do with like high school kids and stuff. Definitely much more of a comedy, and they definitely tried to make, I think, Chris Penn into more what his brother Sean Penn had played in Fast Times, but luckily Chris Penn kind of did his own thing, so it wasn't just like him trying to do a knockoff of that character, the Spicoli character from Fast Times. Anyway, I actually thought it was actually pretty good, and actually some good laughs in a couple of spots too. Next two are 3D films that I'm trying to support 3D as best I can. I know in some ways it's kind of hard to support it because it's technically not something that you can very easily unless you get like a projector. I think most projectors still do 3D, so I try and get as many as I can. So this one is the movie September Storm in 3D. I actually thought I already had this, but I don't. And there's the back, and it's nice that it does have some extras on it. And this does actually have, it's obviously the Blu-ray 3D, but also has a 2D version on it as well. And it's got a shark on the cover, and anything shark related, even if it's minor, is definitely going to get my attention. And another 3D film is Revenge of the Shogun Women. There's the front, and there is the back. And what year was this from? 1977. Okay. The interesting thing about this one is that it actually has, so it has the Blu-ray 3D version, it has an anaglyph version, and it actually does come with a set of glasses that you can use for that. And it also has a 2D version, so it's got quite a few options for this one. So like a 3D kung fu movie, so looking forward to checking this one out. And then the next two are some Charles Bronson films. First one is re-release of Mr. Majestic, and there's a front, the original poster artwork, and there's the back. And again, I think it ports over all the extras from before. And this has a new 2K transfer as well, and I did flip the inside. I was actually glad that it did actually have that as an option. This is a great Charles Bronson film, by the way, if you haven't seen it. And then the other one, which I had not seen, is Murphy's Law. And there's the front, and there's the back. So this was a nice, pleasant surprise. It's always fun when I, it's like I've seen a lot of Charles Bronson's films, but there's still one or two here and there that I haven't seen. And this was actually one of them. Thought maybe I had, but I hadn't. So it's fun to always check out a new Charles Bronson film. This is obviously one of the Charles Bronson canon films, so you do have to keep your expectations in check. But it's definitely something I needed when I finally watched it. And then finally, well, maybe not finally, depending if my packages come, but at least for now, I did get in the new Grindhouse Releasing release of the movie Death Game. And there's the front of the outer box, and there's the back with a ton of extras. And real quick, here's the inside Blu-ray, which you can see right there. I think it does have a reversible cover. This is the alternate, and there's the back, which is that's basically the same. So the alternate, just so you know, the alternate is just their new artwork as well. And so it's 2 discs. It's got the disc that actually has obviously the film on it and some of the extras, and then the majority of the extras, the interviews and stuff, are on the second disc. And it does come with this great booklet, and I did get it directly from Grindhouse Releasing, so it came with this little like meat cleaver keychain right there. This is Death Game there on the blade, and I did watch this already because I'd never seen it before, and was actually pleasantly surprised. It's really good. So just as a heads up, so basically 2 girls show up at this guy's house, and he lets them in because they're young girls, and one thing leads to another, and they all have a pretty fun night, and then they refuse to leave. And they make his life absolutely hell. But yeah, so happy that there's actually a new release from Grindhouse Releasing. Like, because it's been a while, I think, since their last title. And hopefully they start moving into the 4K realm. Not that this actually needs a 4K release. I mean, I think it looked great. But obviously, they have, I believe, the license to a couple Fuji films that I would love to see in 4K. Like The Beyond and Cat in the Brain. Oh god, we could get Pieces in 4K. Can you imagine that? Or even more so, like Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal Ferox in 4K. I mean, not technically those don't need to be in 4K, but they kind of do. It's like in a very weird way. And my package did actually come. I sort of took a quick break right just a few seconds ago, at least from when you're watching this, but actually it's been a couple hours. I was waiting for the package to come in, so I actually went, made myself dinner and everything, but it has arrived, and that is indeed the new 4K release from Arrow of Robocop. And this is obviously the deluxe edition, and it's, as you can tell, still in the cellophane. So I'm just going to open it up real quick. Now, I think technically this is semi-similar to the Blu-ray limited edition that came out, was that a year and a half ago or so? Maybe 2 years ago? Year and a half for sure. Let's take a quick look. So here's the front of the case, and there's the back. Actually, you know what? This is the slip. Let's take this off, kind of thing. Well, as you can tell, the back just has the OCP thing there. And let's take a look inside. So it obviously comes with a poster, and it has the that newer artwork, which I really dig. I believe it's I think Paul Schipper did the artwork, if I'm not mistaken. And there's obviously the front, and then the back as he has the one-sheet artwork. And, of course, one of their amazing booklets. Actually, just real quick. So, obviously, the front of the booklet has the poster, and the back has that cool image. All kinds of info. This is actually really thick. I mean, can you see this? This is like booklet. I called it a booklet. This is a book. In there, real quick, it says Robotine, sort of making the suit right there. All kinds of great info. I love their books. And then obviously we have the disc itself, and I'm sure this is, oh, there's stuff inside. Cool. All right, I'll get to that in just a second. So, but let's see, I'm pretty sure I can flip this. Yes, I can. And I just knocked stuff on the floor. Ah, genius. So I did flip the inside cover, as you can see. So there's the original poster artwork there, and the back just has all the info. So it has obviously the two cuts. It has the director's cut on disc 1 and the theatrical cut on disc 2. And then, okay, so here's the disc 1 right here. And obviously disc 2 right here. Now I believe, was this on the Blu-ray? Because I think this has a Dolby Atmos track, which I don't remember if it was on the Blu-ray or not. But it did come with just a couple other things. These lobby card recreations. Oh, actually real quick. The back of each card does have that artwork. And does have these nice lobby card recreations right there. And right there. And there. There, and there. I always love when they include stuff like this. And it finally comes, what is this, a sticker? It looks like a sticker. You can see right here, warning, this property protected by Robocop. Very nice. So as you can see, a very, very cool set. There's also a steelbook version that you can get that just has the original poster artwork on that. Actually, was going to get that. Actually had it on order. Decided to just cancel it. I mean, I don't need that many copies of Robocop as much as I do love the film. But super excited to actually check this out in 4K. As some of you remember when this came out on Blu-ray, at the time I was like, God, it's such a nice set, but I really wish it was 4K. And now we finally have it in 4K. So excited to watch Robocop in 4K finally after all this time. So that does wrap it up for this pickups video. I do have a couple minor things kind of coming in here and there, but nothing major, at least for a little bit. But that's good because actually I do have some news updates to get to, because there have been some announcements that have come that I need to get to. And there's other kinds of videos I actually want to start doing, some like theme videos that have to do with like different kinds of aspects of movies and filmmaking and stuff like that. So if you picked up anything recently, definitely let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.